Hey, it's me, Barb, and I am from Unstuck Coaching. I'm a life coach obsessed with guiding middle-agers on the planning and execution of the non-financial aspects of retirement. And I don't always talk about the retirement niche because maybe it's the thing I'm obsessed with because I know it can be a rocky road ahead. But today I really wanted to talk about it and the article that I've attached to this email because I was at a leadership workshop in New York this past weekend, and we were talking about this diagram. I'm pretty sure, I bet you all know it, but if you don't, then your mind will be blown in about a moment. And there's a connection between the diagram I'm going to share with you and the article I've shared with you. And it's all about the knowing. What do I mean? Well, I wish I knew how to write backwards, but I don't. So I'm going to point. This says knowing. And this representation is what we know. So, for example, I know how to be a great life coach. I know how to read. I know what day it is. I know my name. I know my birthday. I know a lot of things. And in an even bigger slice, there is a lot I don't know. And I know what that is too. Some things include, I don't know how to write backwards so that you could see this. I don't know where my phone is most of the time. I do not know how to speak Spanish. I do not know quantum physics. And I do not know my personal expire by date, right? If we all knew when we were going to die, we would buy life insurance differently and live our life differently, maybe. In fact, I was talking to a client who'd been told she had 10 years to live. And I'm like, well, what if you get hit by a car tomorrow? Or what if they're wrong, right? So we don't know. For sure, we don't know that. And then there's this whole ginormous area in the diagram about we don't know what we don't know. And my mind is always blown by just that fact. Like, we don't even know how to ask because we don't know what we don't know. But if we knew more, if we learned more, if we were more curious about the things we don't know, like that comes up when we listen to new things or are exposed to new ideas or meet new people who have different points of view, then our minds would broaden and our experience in life would really be quite a bit different and probably much more fulfilled. So I attached this article. It's a story of a 67-year-old woman who retired but didn't know before she did so that retirement is a week full of Saturdays, and that's a lot of time to fill. And she didn't really realize the transition that it would be. She didn't know. She didn't know what she didn't know. So I'm here to tell you that in life, there are many transitions where we don't know what we don't know. But if someone told us, we could do a better job preparing for it. And in this woman's case, she wasn't prepared and spent about 5 years in her third trimester, right? 60 to the end, trying to figure it out. So I invite you to open your mind to this not knowing so that it becomes a knowing. And then if you want to make a difference in your life, a doing, where you give consideration to what are you going to do with a week full of Saturdays, and that I am here to help you plan for that so that you're ready to take off running when retirement comes along, and it can look like a whole new invented thing. You are not your parents, and your third trimester doesn't need to look like theirs. Yours is probably 30 years long. So let's get together and talk about it. Ciao for now.